This song is so good. Got a black magic woman, gonna make a devil out of me. That tin, wow. Some of those guys at Santana, you could shred it. For a Mexican guy, what the? Como te lava? Do 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 da do do da da do. So, I was gonna go on a dispensary website, see if I can find out about buying the that one dispensary in La Jolla. Where I told him last time. I said, hey, I'd like to see some buds that I could buy for cash, you know, especially when I'm not dressed, because right now that if you go to a store and you're naked and they know about the millennial deal and they give you like an ounce for a peso or a dollar, something like that. Anyway, I wanted to test that waters and they freaked out when they saw me like almost naked. No, we're not doing that. All right, you gotta get out of here. Really? That was a new sale. There's a thing on their website that said if you want to get the big bucks, there's like a big gold thing and it said, you know, dollar bud or something. I can't. So anyway, I was thinking maybe now that I'm clearly coming to the millennium and YouTube's going to be gold too. So they're even in it, you know. And there's rumors, people like Prater and stuff, that YouTube's done. You can't. They've already been taken over. Comedies or whatever. Just forget about it. Even Vivi can't get away with them anymore. So, I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I could just email Oregon, the good buds, where I grew up, now that I found out it's illegal to get a delivery there. And so I'm going to fight it. And how I could fight it is say, I'm like to invest in your bud company when I'm getting some gold pretty soon. And YouTube believes that. And since I'm having a lot of problem with California politics and the governor's already been whatever, recalled or whatever, and it's related to my love for Willie Nelson and his Organic Buds company. So, I go to email, find that good organic Oregon website, has the Oregon Buds. I think I'll hit them up and say, hey, you know, I'm looking into investing in California dispensaries, but there's got to be a big change. Because I'm an Oregon boy, and if I own a dispensary, we're going to have Oregon's buds in there because them buds. Well, let's just say they make California buds look like, you know, it's kind of like Hawaiian buds. The Hawaiian buds don't touch other buds because it's just when it goes in Hawaii, you can't touch it. It's made for the tropic. What the heck? Those buds, like those Kona buds I used to get from the airport from that surfer guy. What the heck? Quarter pound, I still remember it was $600. I used to keep the cash in my pocket when it came. And it would be such a big ounce, and it was like these pine trees, like little pine trees. No seeds, just like pod, like this. Oh man, those buds are so amazing. Anyway. So I decided I'm going to do is say, hey, this is the deal. I've got some investments I'm making in my gold. And I want to be a part of these dispensaries of old, like I grew up thinking about, that apparently do exist in Oregon now. It's going to be all organic and everything. Yeah. Complication is that I already asked Oregon like last week when I started, getting into this and Biden this thing about Willie Nelson's going to be the head of Green Department of the United States and going to base it on his organic bud company, which he does have, and he's actually got a California strain he's making now that's like unique to California, a special bud that made for California or something. Pretty wild. But anyway, last week when I was doing all this, I sent an email to this bud company in Oregon. I thought it looked great. Wow, the ad was like, for a gram, you can get like $12. I can give you like 35% Girl Scout cookie, like hybrid. I mean, I was like, what the heck? Okay, I'll take it, right? And then it had another one. So it was like, for like $24, I could get like an eighth or something like that, but it would be like such a killer. We're going to get like 2 different kinds and all that stuff. And so I was thinking, well, maybe I get 2 different kinds, and then I was going to make it to deliver. And then I said, oh, by the way, I just found out it's illegal to ship to California. You can't like buy buds from Oregon because you live in California. Really? Wait, we live in a free country, but state law says it's illegal for me to buy buds in Oregon where I grew up. Can't smoke those buds because you live in California, where they have a lot of GMO buds, where they like spray them with mercury and stuff so they don't get too. Oh wow! Yeah, that's it. That's our great machine system here. So, I'm looking into buying the La Jolla dispensary, but I can't find it for sale yet. I think they're hiding. So, what I'm going to do, they said on the radio that they're getting ready to make Buds national. I'm like, oh, that fits with Willie Nelson. So I'm just going to go to Oregon website and say, hey, man, looking into investing in some dispensaries, and I don't have a lot of cash right now. I do have some coming, and if you can send me a like free sample, won't cost anything, so then it wouldn't be against like any law for a sample, like a gift, like Christmas. And then if it's good as I think, and then I get my way with Newsom because he's already getting recalled anyway, it's going to be freedom to sell buds here. And so what I'll do is I'll have a dispensary, and these Oregon buds will be one of the highlights of that dispensary. And somewhere like La Jolla, where they only have Willie Nelson Organics. Oh, and Flocano, but Flocano sells to Willie Nelson, so that's almost cheating. So anyway, then I thought, yeah, and then I could say, just give me a couple grams, or whatever, and those buds that I wanted to buy for $20. Well, I could just own the $20, say, hey, if you want to just credit me for $20 as a gift, and then I will use it as a down payment. And towards the down payment, I'll give you $100 off, so I'll quadruple the price of those buds. Give me $100 off when I invest in the dispensaries in whatever part of that organic bud company that you have. I want to invest in it so I can sell that in California. And so we'll work all the details out, but just by sending me that sample, you'll be setting yourself up to buy for the California Oregon bud business. And then if we're really good and we're all organic, then we might be able to set up a few shops between here and Oregon and, make our own business model. And since the taxes are going to be all trashed, then we're going to have set like a new standard. And the other thing is, since we're going to Adam Eve, we got bud tenders with, boobs hanging out. Almost strippers, like to make it more exciting. And then we get happy to go, see. That's the other thing at my dispensaries. If you don't wear a mask, you get like gold bonus. So if you're worried about getting sick, well, we got the natural cure for flu anyway, so it's all good. But then, see, I could still try those buds because it's a Christmas gift. And I could think about investing in those buds for my business. And it wouldn't have to be tall. That's against the law. What, Christmas gifts are against the law? And I didn't really have much for Christmas, so what the heck are you talking about? And then places like this La Jolla dispensary, by the time I started getting everything lined up, they might be coming to me going, hey man, just $3 million, you got it, this is your store. That's the funny thing about when you got credit with somebody that's coming. I'm not talking even about the king, but these other ones have figured out that it's coming. Well, then I can just say, hey man, I'm just trying to use a business model, so I hope you don't mind, that I'm using you, but I really like Torrey Pines Dispensary, but I can't pay that much for it. I can't pay $3 million. But I would just say if I do buy it, it would be like, maybe 2. But hey, if you've got somebody that still wants to stay invested in stuff, I can show them how to make money. They can be like the other part of the 3. So I'll offer you 2, and you have 30% at 3. And you see how I make money, and then you can turn around and open your own with that whatever money you got left and buy me out, and then the other third will go to me, and that's all good. And then you can use that and go out to Paris. There's a Paris, California. They used to try to make me buy a house. Those smooth-talking, pretty realtors from church. But I always thought that place seems like way out there, like Temecula. And of course now it's called Tweakerland, USA. I'm just kidding, but it's just kind of like that, So, that's what I'm going to try today. See if they might be interested in giving me a free sample delivery so I can invest in a rockin' cannabis business that's owned by and blessed by the king, really, because it's done right his way. Well, sometimes anything else, it's over. I'm screwed. No, it might be only just beginning, and it's just your perspective. Because if you got all the credit and you got cold coming, you can make deals that'll even make the state and their tax system scratch their head. Especially once you does start getting the investment. You say, oh, by the way, now that I'm in the Best Buds company, government, you can't tax it because we've already scammed too much. And you brought us in this stupid depression anyway. And then you have power over tax. Because nobody wants to pay tax when their thieves are already been exposed and the whole government's full of thieves. So what good are trying to pay taxes or trying to please the government since they're all too dirty to even stay in office? So, if you got all those things going for you, don't get too down because things not as bad as it seems. Because, I was even thinking, man, I could just get a little quick, loan because I'm trying to find some work sooner or later. So I just put a quick Google. I start getting quick loans. Oh, yeah, there's a couple here. I don't know if these are credit. Some of them they'll say, hey, yeah, I'll give you $1,000, but tomorrow you got to give me $1,560. And I was like, where are the Jews who jailed the Jews from New York, But, man, that could really start something, a little seed of, hey, could I get a free sample? And then it would just be so funny if they brought it to me, and it was so much better than anything down here. And then I'd just go to that Tory and say, wow, too bad you guys want to sell this place for $2 million, but I can get $2 million in good buds to start the open place that'll blow away anything you have right now, except for maybe Willie Nelson's, which is such a small percentage of what you got in that store, that I could blow everything away with quality already and make the sales double. And that being true or even partly, like as true as I know, could scare them so bad they might be crapping their pants and have to say, "Okay, we'll take 2 million. Forget it. Whatever you want, take it." So sometimes power is not what you think it is. You always think it's money, but money is getting worthless more every day. And if you know you got real gold coming, your credit is like in the stars. So I mean, like I was saying, I want to get a Porsche, but I want to talk to them about the ugly ones out back, so it's not new and somebody's trying to rip it off. But then if I've got really good credit and I tell them, "Hey, you got a bashed up Porsche, it's not too pretty, but it runs really good," they're gonna be like, "Is this guy nuts or what? He's got credit to buy a brand new car and he wants it all scratched, that one?" See, I don't understand. When you don't have a bunch of houses and stuff, you gotta be careful what you own in the street because it's a brand new Porsche. What the heck? In a time like this, I'm gonna be like, "Man, I could use that," and then they might steal it. But it looks like an old piece of crap, especially on the outside. But inside, it's pretty sweet. But like, it's not something you advertise. Like, you can't like drive it in the street and be like, "Oh yeah, that's so sweet." I mean, people look at it like it looks like it might be decent, but man, it got a little bashed up there, you know. But that's all perfect for my plan. Kind of like the dispensaries when they say, "Oh, you can't buy Oregon buds," but then I figured out a better way. Then when I buy Oregon buds, I get a free one, and I'll figure out how to invest in California buds to where I'm blowing all the dispensaries out of the water in one fell swoop. Just because I didn't fall for the government line, "Oh, you can't buy buds from Oregon because you live in California." Well, screw you, and you don't even know why I moved to California, and I grew up with Oregon. So you want to tell me those buds are too good for me? I'll tell you, your state is too good for you, and you're gone. And I got power behind me because that stuff's getting more true than ever. So just get your sights set on what you need to do, and then it won't be so hard to do what you got to do. And then when you do it, it'll just be easy and sweet. And then you're like, "Wow, thank you, Lord." Sometimes getting through the hard times makes it easier to know what was hard, how to be easy, and then nothing's hard at all, and it's all good. So think on these things and be happy because things are getting easier as you get closer to the gold.